Very good morning to one and all present here. Today we are going to discuss about object-oriented programming. So before getting into the topic, we just want to know why are we learning the subjects, right? So we are using multiple applications like WhatsApp, Instagram, Google Maps, etc. in our real world, right? So how these particular applications are created? Object-oriented programming is nothing but it is a way to create or design a professional software. That is what called as object-oriented programming. So object-oriented programming is a methodology or paradigm to design a program using classes and objects. So we just want to know what is an object. So consider an example of this example. Consider person as an object. So a person he has both properties and behaviors. Properties is nothing but his attributes like his color of his hair, his height, his weight, everything is considered as properties. And behavior is nothing but the action performed by the persons like eating, sleeping, walking, everything is considered as behavior. This is called object. So next one is class. Class is nothing but a blueprint or template for creating objects. Let us consider an example of car. In car example, what happens is car comes under four-wheeler. So four-wheeler is a class. But we have multiple four-wheelers like car, lorry, tempo, auto, everything, right? Everything comes under class. But that particular four-wheeler share a common features like every four-wheeler has four wheels, lights in the front, steering, doors, everything is common. That particular thing is called class. How it should be, how that particular thing should be. That is considered as class. Class is nothing but a blueprint for creating an objects. Next we can discuss about animal example. Animal is nothing but class, and every animal should have four legs, a tail. It should have its own color, right? So class is an animal, and the type of animals like cat, lion, dog, elephant, everything is an object. Next, we have to know what is the difference between object-oriented programming and procedural approach. So, in procedural programming, everything depends upon the functions. And in object-oriented programming, everything is focused on objects. So, what is the procedure? Let us consider an ATM example. In ATM, what we will be doing, we will be just inserting the card, entering the PIN number, withdrawing the money. These are all the main functions that we carry out in ATM. So that particular function is concentrated in procedural programming. But what we do in object-oriented programming, everything that is highlighted here, it is disappeared here, right? Because in object-oriented programming, everything is considered as an object, like the person, the ATM card, ATM machine, cash, everything is focused here in object-oriented programming. Next one is four pillars of object-oriented programming. First pillar is encapsulation. So let us consider a medical capsule here. A medical capsule has multiple tablets which are enclosed into a single unit, right? Similarly here in Java, we will be using encapsulation in which we are just going to combine the methods and variables into a single unit. That is called as encapsulation. Next thing is abstraction. Let us consider an example here. We are going to ATM, right? So in ATM, we are just entering the PIN, entering the money, and we are just withdrawing the cash. But do we know the operations happening behind it? Like how the ATM PIN is validated, how the amount that we entered is received in a cash? Do we know the implementation or back-end details? No, right? That is also not needed, right? So, abstraction is nothing but it displays only the important information by hiding the unimportant part. Next comes polymorphism. Let us consider polymorphism with an example of a man. Here, a man is here. So, same man, he acts as a father to his child, a son to his mom, a user for some particular application, customer in supermarket. So same man but performing different roles, right? So polymorphism is same method which performs different operations is called as polymorphism. It has two types, compile time polymorphism and runtime polymorphism. So compile time polymorphism Let us consider an example of Dhoni. By looking at the picture itself, I can tell Dhoni acts as a husband in the first picture, and Dhoni is with his daughter. So he acts as a father. By looking at the picture itself, I can tell what role he's playing. Similarly, compile time polymorphism is nothing but the compiler knows what kind of function it is going to perform at the starting, at the beginning of the program itself. Next is runtime polymorphism. So this is my example of runtime polymorphism. So in runtime polymorphism, by looking at the picture, what I can say, I just say Dhoni is going to bat, but can I know, or am I aware of how many runs he is going to take? No, right? Once it is over, once he completes his batting only, I can able to tell he took 6 runs or 2 runs. So after the execution only, once it is done only, I can able to analyze what he did. I cannot able to predict. That is called runtime polymorphism. And the last topic is inheritance. Inheritance is nothing but, look at the example here. Parents are here, mom and dad is here, and their child is here. Child acquires properties of both of his parents, right? Similarly, inheritance is nothing but creating a new class from already existing class. We can able to promote code reusability. So what is code reusability? Instead of writing a single code multiple times, we can use it once it is written, we can use it anywhere in the program. That is called as inheritance. So these are all the concepts we have discussed in today's class. These are all the main concepts of object oriented programming. Thank you.